Man, really proud of our group. That's a great win. I have a ton of admiration for John Becker and the Catamounts. I've been a fan of them even back in the Coach Brennan days, and T.J. Sorenstein, and like they've got a heck of a program, and so that's a really quality win for our group. And the best thing about it was, there's a lot of adversity during the game that that we had to experience in order to respond the right way, and I thought we did so.
Coach, just as a spectator, so to speak, watching that game, that seemed like a really enjoyable game just to watch. It was fun. I know when you're on the sideline, you can't quite see it like that, but can you step out and see that?
Oh, yeah, it was a high level. Like, I know we're both considered mid-majors, but those are two really good teams that can beat some different teams maybe on a given night. But it's fun. But I'm being real when I say this. Our guys are fun to coach. Like, they are really unbelievable in terms of their selflessness and the way they play together, and the words that they speak to one another is unique. I've done this a long time, and we have a special house. We're really privileged to have the men that we have from the families that they come from.
For either one of the players, I mean, they jumped out to an early lead. It's a long game. We know all about runs, but also you don't want it to get too out of hand too quickly. What was just the thinking and the thought process about midway through the first half?
Yeah, just felt like when you're playing a good team like that, and some of the looks and early we turned the ball over probably a little too much, and he would like to. So just settled down and felt like we did a really good job. Just we had a group that made a big run for us, and just like you said, it's kind of a game of runs.
Yeah, for sure. I think it just comes with our defense. That's what's important. If we just take pride in our defense, and so when we're doing that, we'll stay in the game.
Coach, we were sitting there near the end trying to figure out, okay, who could be the MVP for each team, and we're looking at your team and saying, well, this guy did this and this guy did that. And there seemed to be several candidates. This gentleman ended up being it. What's your case to make for him?
I don't think he should have got it. Yeah, I think that's the beauty of our team. Zach had 21 and 9 tonight. He was special. Caden Medini has been a beast. Colin Porter, Brody Peebles had some. So we have a bunch of guys. Joseph Vincent and Shiloh Robinson never get the credit that they deserve. They operate in obscurity, but they're special. But they call him Cap. But I haven't had a captain in 15 years. We don't name captains. The players named him that, and it's for good reason. His stat line was 8 points and 8 rebounds, and he was a -1 for the game. But he did so many other things. His voice in the huddle, he's a rare one, and he could be MVP any game he plays in because he's a winner.
Yeah, Coach. Caden Matheny hit a big shot to make it 64-60. You guys never really looked back from there. But it was a double step back that I've only seen James Harden pull off. And then he hits the layup after that. What does it say about him getting in the gym and just being able to step up? Didn't play well offensively before that, but hit big shots at the start of the game.
Yeah, great observation. He's been watching my tapes. And
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, Caden's got a burst that's unique, and we all have a lot of confidence in him to make some plays. And he's so selfless. Like, he can literally shoot 20 times a game, but a lot of these guys could. But I thought Brody made a big 3 right in front of our bench, and Caden makes the 5 points that you just alluded to. And I thought that gave us a little separation for the first time. We didn't have much breathing room that game.
Can you explain your overall experience at the Invitational?
Oh, man. I think it's a privilege to play in any of the ESPN events. We've done a couple now, and the hospitality from the staff at Coastal and the different event planners is first class. Like, this is an invite that, man, if we ever get it again, we'll be jumping for joy. I'll probably bring a rental car next time because it's and get out of the hotel much. But I love not just the competition because it helped our program get a lot better, but the sincerity and the friendliness and excellence that was poured into this event. It was special.
Do you have any kind words to say about Myrtle Beach as a whole?
I have a lot of kind words to say about Myrtle Beach. Great place to visit. Definitely a place most of us would want to live. And yeah, I think the friendliness of the people make it a special place.
And then lastly, Zach, did you get tired of hearing your name all over the company?
No, I didn't. I didn't hear it once.
John, you got anything?
Yeah, one for Zach real quick. Zach, you didn't score any the other night, but came up with a career high tonight, 21. What was working for you out there tonight?
I think it's not much different than we do every day. I think that's what's special about our group is it can be a different guy every night. Like you said, 0 the last game, and I was just as happy about the win. So tonight the matchups were favored my way, so I took advantage of it.
And Coach, just to follow up on that, I mean, Zach didn't score the other night, but goes for 21 tonight to kind of lead the team and got a few key buckets down the stretch. That's just kind of the beauty of this team that you've assembled. Anybody, any given night can step up and get the shots down that you need, get the plays made that you need.
Yeah, I definitely think we've got some versatility both offensively and defensively. And you combine that with the selflessness that they play with, I think we're usually a tough out. But I will say this, John, like this is game 5. Like it's November or whatever, 19th. We have a lot of room for improvement. And I love the start that we had because the competition was stiff. I think it's always good for your team to play against really well-coached teams that have a lot of talent and ability, and we did that. But I think for us, I think, me, I hate being outcome-based. I'm excited we won, and we're taking home a trophy, but I think there's more for our group, and we'll need a little more consistency and a little more depth to develop in order to make a run at this thing. So happy where we are, certainly content from a standpoint of our record and all that stuff, but I know we have a lot of improvement. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.